In this video, we're going to build the user interface and do some basic coding for the Warriors Slideshow app, otherwise known as the if-else app. It's an opportunity to apply the concept of conditionals. I've used a template and I made a copy. Should have some files already uploaded. The very first thing we want to do is add an image component, and we'll drag this out. And this will be our slideshow image. We want to make sure always rename our components so we know what we're dealing with. Start off the picture with Steph Curry. We want to change the size. We want the height to be 250 and the width to be 250. Next thing we're going to need is a label. We'll drag out the label, pop it in there up top. This will be our, let's see, what should we call this? How about, let's call it the slideshow label. That's simple. It tells us what's going on. The text should be Warriors Slide Show. Sorry to all the Cleveland and Houston fans out there. Okay, we need to set the text color to blue, background color to yellow, and we want to space it out a bit, so the top margin will be 50. Oh, actually not the top margin, the bottom margin. That's what we want. Okay, there we go. And the last thing we need is a button, so find ourselves a button. It would be nice if it would go under, but it sometimes does that, so we'll go up to the app tree, and we'll drag it down from here. And this will be our next button. And it should say next button. And we'll put a top margin on this one of 50 and space it out a bit. Okay, let's do some coding here. So the first thing we want to do is to switch our, we want to make sure the image switches from Steph Curry to Klay Thompson and back to Steph Curry. So the very first thing we need to do is pull out the next button. So when this is clicked, we're going to use a conditional to check what is currently there. So we'll need to use a logic block, and we'll click it in there. And let's see here. So we'll go to our image, and we'll check to see we'll see what the picture. Oh, over here, we'll check to see what the picture is. So get here, and we actually do need to make sure we're using the right name of the image. So this is steph.jpg. So we'll go steph.jpg. It's in there. And so now we're going to be checking to see if the slideshow image is set to steph.jpg. We're going to change it to Klay. So let's see here. We'll go from here. We'll set the picture to, we can just, oh, that's useful. It's already set up for us. So we'll check if it's already Steph. We'll switch it to Klay. But if it's not Steph, then we want it to be Steph. It's the first time we're going to do it. So check on Steph. We'll put the code back into the next button. Give it a test. Let's see what magic we have created. Okay, so here's our user interface. We'll click the next button, switches to Klay. Once it's Klay, we'll switch it, goes back to Steph. That's perfect, exactly what we want. So your task is to modify the conditional so that our slideshow goes from Steph to Klay to Draymond to Wiggins all the way back to Steph. You'll have to modify your conditional a bit. You'll click on the blue rotary and you'll drag out some if blocks. And that will change this to give you space to check some more things. Good luck.